So we finally have the chance to profile Hunter Lloyd's Ninja combo deck that a lot of people were talking about when you previously saw this deck on the OCG videos. A lot of people are like, oh my god, I want to see it. Well, I have the TCG variants. Now, there's a 40 card version I don't have yet. We'll see if we get the chance to profile. And there's also a hand loop with this, and I have another variant of this deck as well. So I can get the second variant up if we get some likes on this video. I also have a replay on this video as well. So one of the most interesting things to know about this is the going second variant act. Now the thing that this deck wants to do is it wants to go Gumblar to rip 4 cards from your hand, establish an extra link, and be able to set a Fog Blade off of Griffin so that your opponent has to deal with it. And then you're also going to have some scales essentially set up as well. That's a lot going on in a single turn, and I can't believe, like, having seen this deck work, like, it's crazy. Now, he was also talking about the curse of the deck is you almost always lose game 1 because of things, but that doesn't always come to fruition. So this is the current rendition of the deck. So this is nuts to me. So we have triple copies of Armageddon Knight. You are a warrior-based deck. Everything that you want to do is going to be through the warrior engine, as is tradition. And then, of course, you guys know about 3 copies of Ash Blossom to make sure that you are doing fundamentally what your deck wants to do. 1 copy of Zephyros. This is going to be another extender to allow you to continue on with your plays. And then, of course, I mean, you're playing a warrior deck. What warrior deck would not be playing Dark Grepher to send some of the most destructive monsters to the graveyard? And then, of course, we have triple copies of Malicious. Once again, warrior spam deck. You know, you need to be able to climb up through those ranks. So I definitely think that this becomes incredibly more important. It's probably one of the most important pieces of your deck is this. Now we are playing 1 Dragodius. This is the one that gives you the ability to discard and trim down an opponent's modify attack and stuff like that. Outside of that, it's a level 2 warrior scale, and then of course 1 Dragonox, just a high scale that you have access to do what you need to do for the pendulum summons. I mean, targeting a warrior spellcaster monster or less in your graveyard and special summon it face down is cute, but we don't really care about that. We care about the fact that we have high and low scales that are searchable for our toolboxes. And of course, triple Droll and Lockbird. Hey, you have to play them. Now this deck is playing 1 Kaikendo Spirit. It's another high scale. If a pendulum monster is pendulum summon, you get to return this card to your hand. This card is a normal summon. You can choose 1 card in your pendulum scale and send it to the graveyard. All cards your opponent controls with the same name in that column. Okay, we don't care about that. Just a warrior high scale that you have access to. And then 1 copy of Ibli. Once again, when you're doing the whole combo, your opponent's going to have an Ibli at the end of everything. So you're going to be smiling and just be so happy. Now we have 2 copies of Hanzo. On normal summon, you get to add an ninjutsu card. We don't care about that. We care about when it's flip summoned or special summoned, you get the ability to recruit for one of your ninjors to set up combos. Of course, triple copies of Summoner Monk. I mean, Extender City is really good. 1 copy of Ancient Cloak. We've talked about getting Phantom Knight cards. It's so ridiculous. 1 copy of Ragged Gloves, and then, of course, 1 copy of Silent Boots, another extender for your day. Now, your whole deck goes around Twilight Ninja Gagetsu the Shogun. So you can tribute this card by tributing 1 ninja card. If this card is in attack position, target 2 ninja monsters in your graveyard except for Twilight. Change this card to defense mode if you do special summon those targets. Did anybody say extenders? God, this card's so good. And then 1 Twilight Ninja Jogan. If your ninja monster attacks defensive monster, you get trample. Okay. It's just, once again, ninja low scale that you have access to. Now, 2 copies of Upstart Golden Ninja. Send a trap card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon 1 level 4 lower ninja monster from your deck. Hi, Hanzo will recruit for more cards. Of course, triple copies of Vion. You need to be playing this because, hi, Malicious is really good. Now, you do have to play equips, and this is kind of why we're going towards 60 cards, because equips are going to what make your deck go around. So 1 Broken Bamboo Sword. We play 2 copies of Called by the Grave just to make sure that fundamentally we can do what our deck wants to do. We don't want to get hand trapped. I mean, you're playing 60 already. You're going to run into some issues as it is. And then top things off like It's really good. And then, of course, we have 2 Cursed Bamboo Sword, 1 DDR, 1 copy of Phoenix Blade, 2 Empowerment. Remember, this is a field spell. It gives you a global 300 buff, and then you get to discard and special summon an Empowered Warrior. Like, I'll take it for what it's worth. Sitting up for a Soul Day is pretty good. 1 copy of Foolish Burial for the Sending. We also have 1 copy of Golden Bamboo Sword for... who doesn't love draw power? 1 copy of Thine Monster Reborn, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Sword of Deep-Seated. God, the OG. Sent to the graveyard, places on the top of your deck, so we do get some kind of recursion here. 2 Terraforming, of course 1 World Legacy Succession for those overextenders. 1 copy of Anti-Spell Fragrance. Once again, you're going second variant, so you need to ensure that you can get these things going. Triple copies of Evenly Matched. Once again, going second. Paralyze your opponent, set up and do fundamentally what you want to do. 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, not too shabby. I mean, you need them. 1 copy of Fogblade for the ending combo, and 1 Shade Brigadine, additional Warrior Extend. Now, the extra deck is where everything kind of comes into place. 1 copy of Underclock Taker for the full extra power boost, Trigate for those negates, Gumblar for the absolute degeneracy. We have 1 copy of Summon Sorceress because absolutely beautiful for extenders, Saruja for the draw power, 1 copy of Unicron, 2 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Griffin for the setting of the Fogblade for the combo, 1 Cerberus, double a Soul Day for the full combos, 1 Firewall Dragon, and 1 Curious depending on how things are going, on where you need to be in the combo, if you need to set up some additional pieces and things like that. Side deck is 1 Gamma Seal, 2 Ghost Bells, 1 Jizakuru, 1 Kumamungus, triple Hatrunade, 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, triple Twin Twisters, and triple Red Reboot, rounding this up. Now, we do have a special match, or game for you guys. We'll kind of demonstrate what this deck can do. Alright, we have the match that Madoka ended up sending in, or the game, rather, for everybody. So let's kick back and enjoy what this deck actually can do. I will say this, like, it's relatively cool getting to see Ghosts going second variants and things like this kick off. I mean, he opened up pretty good. I mean, Evenly Matched and things like this aren't too bad. So, Summoner Monk touching down here. Alright, so, hello Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight, you guys already know what's coming. So, getting the Malicious. Oh man, the power begins. Isolde adding the Kaikendo Spirit. We're going to mill off 4 for the full extender here. Down comes the Upstart, the Sword recurring back to the deck, discarding the Evenly Matched that we no longer need to extend even further. Alright, Bamboo Swords for the power-up, for the draw 2. Hand is starting to look really good here. So Ruja to extend even further. Got to return back the Fogblade because we don't want to see it. Pendulum summoning out the entire world. Alright. Upstart Golden Ninja recurring back to the hand, recurring with the Malicious now. We still haven't established Saruja. Firewall being made. Tapping the Ninja sideways for 2 more Ninjas into the Underclock Taker. Summoner Monk recurring back, which will be used as an extender here. Summoner Monk coming down, Sword recurring back to the hand. Discarding for the Sword for the Summoner Monk. On standby. Curious going to dump the Anti-Spell Fragrance, which will be recurred back here in a second. Continuing along with the full Warrior combo. Gryffindor, setting the Anti-Spell Fragrance. Upstart fully extending on out here. Now we have an Anti-Spell. Ragged Gloves being searched off here. Empowerment doing its thing. Hello Goblin. Like, this is just any other generic level 2 at this stage, because you step over it, it doesn't even matter. Like, Armageddon Knight, full power. Man, look at these extenders go. Like, this is so good. For the Unicorn, shuffle back. Like, and you still keep going. Mermaid, Fogblade recurring back, Sword continuing on along with its day, and you just end on that. Like, very much a very interesting showcase for the deck, honestly. There's a lot of variants and things like that that will come to change with things like this. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see the other variants, rumor has I might have an FTK version as well if you guys want to see that. Like I said, leave a comment down below, like this video. Hunter, thanks for sending these in. I hope that you guys actually will give this deck a little bit of checking out, because any deck that just plays ninjas definitely deserves a little bit of love. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.